Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Luke Beller. So, taking a look at this offseason, one of my favorite moves the Packers made was coming in and getting Eric Stokes in the first round of the NFL draft. Just because I think looking at this offseason before the draft, one of the biggest needs was definitely the cornerback position. And honestly, I was going to be satisfied with pretty much any cornerback the Packers came in and drafted, because obviously any cornerback the Packers decide to draft, they personally think that he is probably, the best potential cornerback that was available at that spot. I'm not here to say that I know any better than the Packers scouting department. I think that they definitely know a lot more than this, me personally. So with the Packers coming in and picking Eric Stokes, I think that sort of just shows how much they believe in him, coming in and picking him in the first round of the draft. And a few, positive things from him. Blazing fast, 4.25 speed when it comes to his 40 at his pro day. And in college, he allowed an 18.5 passer rating when in man coverage, which was the best in college football with players over 100 snaps, and that was from last season. So there's no question that Eric Stokes was great in college, which earned him to be drafted by the Packers in the very first round. And so this offseason, there's been some voluntary workouts. There's now been some mini camps as well. And, we've sort of had, or the Packers coaches have been able to sort of see how Eric Stokes has looked, and he's had time to, learn from Packers coaches, Jerry Gray, lots of other guys as well. And so I wanted to take a look at this quote from Matt Lafleur from a interview he did a couple days ago, sort of talking about Eric Stokes. So the reporter came in, was basically asking him what his first impressions are, or basically what his impressions overall are for Eric Stokes. And so this is what Matt Lafleur had to say about him. He said, "He's got an infectious personality, just great energy, and we knew that coming out. Goody and his staff did a great job of scouting and finding out about the person. He came out with rave reviews, and he's as advertised. Just really love the detail that he puts into it. I think Jerry Gray, Ryan Downer do a great job with him, but I also think that room, just the leadership of that room, when you have Jair, Kevin King, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage, Shannon Sullivan, all of those guys working together with those younger players. There's nothing better for a coach than when you go to a drill and you're watching these older vets coaching the young guys. A lot of times they'll pay more attention when their teammates are coaching them than they will with the coaches at times." Then to end it off, he says, "Just really impressed with his work ethic and who he is as a person, and just excited about his future." So for Eric Stokes coming into his rookie season for the Packers, it's obviously going to take him some time to develop, to learn this scheme. I mean, every Packers player on the defense, regardless of, which year they're in, they're having to learn this new scheme from Joe Barry, a new defensive coordinator. But it's going to be interesting to see sort of how Eric Stokes develops, the things he learns, how he grows. And if we take a look at, Jair Alexander, his first couple of years in the league, coming from year 2 to 3, his third year was last year for Jair Alexander, he took a massive step forward. So according to PFF, according to their grading system, Jair Alexander in 2018, his first season, 72.4 grade, which is 31st in the NFL. 2019, around similar, 71.9 grade, which was 23rd. And then 2020, last season, 90.7. So moved up 20 points and moved to the first overall graded cornerback for the Packers. So even if, Eric Stokes doesn't come in here immediately become, top 5, top 10 cornerback in the NFL, I think it's probably going to take a couple of years to develop to, reach his maximum potential, as it does for most players. And also, if you guys haven't watched his interview he did a couple of days ago, the press conference with the Packers media and stuff, you definitely should go watch it. He's got a pretty, contagious energy, great energy, sort of as Matt LaFleur said. I may have to come in here and get an Eric Stokes jersey. I definitely like the guy a lot and his personality. And one thing I am curious to see is how this Packers cornerback group is going to look coming into next season. Just because, we've added a couple rookies, Eric Stokes, Shamar Jean-Charles as well. And, then we got Shannon Sullivan, Kevin King, Jair Alexander. I'm curious to see what happens with that, just because Kevin King struggled a lot last year. Shannon Sullivan, he was okay at times. But they are guys who do have experience. They are, have a couple of years of experience with the Packers. And so it's going to be interesting to see, if Eric Stokes is ready to come in and start, pretty soon in the season. If not, who knows? I'm just curious to see sort of how this position group is going to end up, sort of, developing over the year, who's going to end up starting. It'll be fun to see, but I expect Stokes to, be a beast sometime soon, if not this year, in the next couple of years. But let me know what you guys think about Eric Stokes, what you're excited about for him. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.